Ba, ba, ba. So we need a few solar panels for our suit. So let's see how much we've produced here while we were waiting. So I may have overproduced these exoskeletons. We could still go with like 2 or something like that, because I think they stack for moving faster. And we're getting some boop, boop, boop. I guess something like this and see how that does. I don't know. I mean, we're faster. Da, 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 da. We shall see. I should probably go... Well, we don't need more batteries. So let's turn this off. Thump. Excellent. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Oh, right. It was an extra solar panel. And so, yeah, let's kill this as well. Except we're... Ah! Okay, the personal world report went, so it came to us. Good. So, last bit of solar power over here. Probably our mix of stuff isn't ideal. I don't know if we've... I think we may have overdone it on batteries as opposed to solar panels. But we'll see how it goes. The red, yellow, and green lights are indeed a mod. They just show you... it's called Bottleneck.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Semper Fidelis! Hey, thank you very much! Always enjoy your stuff. Well, I enjoy your stuff too, if you know what I mean. Everything just sounds dirty if you say, if you know what I mean. The lights. Green means we're producing. Yellow means we have an output blockage. So this is full of assembling machines, but nowhere to deliver it now because there's no demand. So yellow is generally fine. And red means we've got an input blockage. There's not enough stuff being delivered in. And in this case, it's because it's waiting for more speed modules, which are being slowly produced over here, which is fine. So you can sort of gauge how things are going that way, which is kind of spiffy keen. How come this one's not producing? What is it short on? Pipes. Oh, we're actually not routing pipes to that. Now, we don't need necessarily more oil refineries. Actually, at all. We have a bunch of extras. Yeah, at this point, actually, the only reason we would need oil refineries is if one got destroyed and we'd want it to be replaced. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this whole little production area over here. There we go. And anything we don't want to carry on us. So this stuff, we're just going to go ahead and dump. Various bits and blobs I'm picking up sort of accidentally. I'm going to drop out these batteries, these extra exoskeletons. That's going to be fine. I'm going to keep the coal for our vehicle. That's going to be a-okay. Oh, we got some random bricks we can get rid of as well. Okay, so we have more inventory because we got powered armor. And in theory, we're moving around a little faster. I don't know, but there it is. Yeah, okay. So what's today then? Just set up a field of yellow chest to hold your trash. Yeah, I've got a bunch of those spread out all over the place. It's very handy. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so what's up now? What's our next goal? Tech's coming in. Oh, so last time we played, we did go and set up a large-ish circuit production area over here. Although it wasn't 100% hooked in there. So there's a few different things slowing it up. We are already all prepared. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to megafy our smelting operation. That's what we have to do next. So our copper right now, I went ahead and just basically, I'm feeding off some copper lines from our main smelting over here. Just sort of lazy sort of initial setup because of a variety of reasons. It was quick to do, but I kept saying this is going to be changed to more iron smelting, and we're going to move the copper smelting somewhere else. And I think now's the time to do it because we don't have enough copper to sustain our circuit making, like not even close. We never even hooked up all of our red circuit production over here. But it doesn't really matter because we don't even have the copper for it anyway. So I think that's where we're doing. And then nuclear power. You're being lazy, you bastard. That's right, baby. Not handcrafting anything else for the rest of the game. If and we can avoid it. So, yeah, let's switch over our smelting over here. I think there's going to be great value to doing that. Can never go wrong with an automated death factory. I mean, if you have enough trains, you're going to be killed by some sort of automation pretty easily at some point. This steel smelting over here most likely will go and make a sort of standalone steel smelter somewhere else, because later on we will need a little bit more steel production. But right now, like, this is still, like, you know, we're all backlogged over here. We actually, turns out we don't need that much steel. But we need more iron, and we're going to need more copper, which copper is not even being produced at all right now. I was going to say, because probably we're waiting for a delivery. So, let's stop. What are we going to do? This train over here, we're going to stop your behavior. So I'm going to set to manual. I guess we'll have to finish unloading this one. Not necessarily, actually. I could keep this train loaded. Stop. Do this. There we go. So we stop unloading from this train. It's whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Rosebaz! Thank you very much. Not huge alcohol fans. The 15 bucks can only be used on chocolate. Well, thank you very much. We will endeavor to do just that. To be a truly lazy bastard, he shouldn't walk anywhere. I mean, I guess if we just maxed out our long reach, we could totally do it that way. That would be kind of funny. And yeah, we're running plenty of mods. All right, I'm just gonna let this load finish smelting. So what we can do is we can rip this apart here. And we have this sort of 8-way balancer over here. Not everything was connected. Now it's time for us to do that. And I did go and upgrade a lot of this with blues. Now, technically there are 5 lines over here, because one of them was for the steel. But we're just going to use 4 here, and we're going to send 4 the other way. There we go. Something like this. I'm sure someone's actually done a lazy bastard run where they only move via placing belts under themselves. That would be a little tricky, because you can't literally do that right from the start, because you don't have the material to make belts right from the start, but it wouldn't take long. I saw someone post, when we started the Lazy Bastard run, I saw someone post that they'd done a completely beltless run. Which sounds pretty torturous. I mean, once you get bots, it's fine, but until then, oof. So yeah, you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, and you're going there, but then what we're actually gonna do is grab some of these blue splitters like that. And yeah, at some point, this extra little dummy line for the steel will have to go away. I guess I could have done it somewhere else. But still, I'm going to do this. So we'll keep sort of trying to feed into the steel, and that's going to be fine. Oh my god, these broop broop broops! What the? Oh, you're actually in here? Doing actual damage? In here too? Oh, we ran out of bullets. Here. Get erased. Aliens are so just dumb and pointless now, ever since they got rid of the alien tech. It's kind of unfortunate. It's still the worst sound in the universe. So we'll be upgrading more of these things to blue later on. Turns out I did upgrade to blue because I needed a little bit more production, and it actually did make a difference, because there was a little bit of these reds over here with the length of our smelting situation. The oops, I gotta kill the outputs quickly. Yeah, this whole mess over here, get rid of that. Yeah, with the steel furnaces, the reds, you'll see it doesn't actually reach all the way to the bottom, so they will have to all be upgraded to blue. But that's going to be okay. Can't you make it to the bot turrets? As far as I know, no. Are there still biters in here? I don't think so. I think they're old messages. It keeps boop boop booping even when it doesn't apply anymore. Okay. Alright, so that is all more iron plates. Which, this mess now is going to cause us a bit of an issue when it comes to, like, getting our iron plates, you know, doing things that we want. But it's not necessarily a huge deal. Because what we can do... I can burp, burp, burp. I hate you so much. Oh, and we've got to load up some more tech. I don't know if we need more logistic slots. Tell you what, we'll just grab the first thing and we'll work our way that way. What I'm going to do is kill this, wait for the iron plates to get out of there. And we're going to do this. And we're going to use an 8x8 balancer over here. Well, that's not entirely accurate. This bot is trying to keep things repaired, but they're probably not loaded. It's probably something that keeps attacking over here. We can't see. Can I get a radar over here? So I can actually see what the hell's going on. There we are. These empty ones. Here, here, here. Get rid of that. I mean, we could get a certain degree of auto-loading simply by utilizing, like, requester chests. There's probably a way to get the bots to actually auto-load things. But I don't know what that is. Okay. Cancel you guys. Done. Are we done boop boop booping? Is something actually being attacked over here? I don't have radar? Wait. Oh my god, I don't have any electricity anymore! Wait. Oh! Oh, when I cut the electrical cables over here? This is actually, like, how the electricity is routing all over the place? That's crazy. I can't believe everything was routing through that one little cable that I cut off. Let's get some backups going on here. There you go, a little something like that. Let's say, there we go. Whiskey and chocolate. Who's that? It's Mick! Hey, thank you very much, Mick! Cheers and thank you! The easiest and cheapest way to get the bots to autoload tourists is a requester chest attached to a belt. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, Lola, we'll have to make some nukes for sure. I mean, we've had enough with these bugs. So, I mean, let's research some nuclear tech. Is it what we want to research next? Yeah, sure. We'll research some nuclear tech, and then we'll see what we can do. Kovarak's enrichment process. All right, tech is teching. Oh, right, this stuff. So we're going to grab the 8x8 balancers in blue right now. And we're going to do this. Now, we really don't need to do this all in blue. You know, some days the alarms annoy me more than others. This is a very high annoying day. It's probably these nests over here. This one over here. Die. Let's see. All of this can get taken out. Probably this route here as well. So right now we're not making any copper plates whatsoever. So we have to be, you know, prepared. I don't think we're all of a sudden going to find ourselves stuck or screwed by virtue of not doing that. But part of me is a little like, is there some horrible thing that's going to break and collapse if we don't have copper plates running for a little while? I think we're okay. Well, I guess we're not going to be able to make fancier bullets. That'll be one thing. Not Covarex, it's really advanced. So we don't need you. So maybe I don't need... You're saying that maybe I don't need to actually, like, research this to start doing the nuke stuff? Okay, because I think we've already got the nuclear technology unlocked, which is why I think we can research that one for now. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. But yeah, the nukes have been around since what? Like the previous patch? The nuclear power and things, and I've never gotten around to using it. Alright. So there we go. So these will feed in. We'll upgrade the rest of this to blue at some point. That's going to be okay for now. So our iron plates are being produced very, 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 very quickly right now. And I was going to say, yeah, right over here. Oh, hold on. That's right. I forgot we have this whole thing going on. Let's, the spaghetti of electrical cables. We're going to get rid of you. So this is actually, we ended up being way redundant on our 8x8 balancer because I forgot there was this whole bit over here. But, you know what? It's fine. I'm out of blue stuff. Let me clear out a blueprint, grab you, do this. Boom. Done, 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 done. You tell me I don't have any more blue things? That seems a little unlikely. That is what it's telling me. Oh, no, now they're being constructed. Okay, so yeah, that's a little bit redundant, but, you know, that's okay. And we'll do this, and... boom, like that. Okay, to make sure that this is still flowing the way we want. So here we got a backflow of things. Right, now I remember. Okay, for our battery production and everything, which is fine. Okay. I think we'll probably, we may need more than one train, more than one source of ore. Like, we're ready for this thing to accept ore from, like, many trains and have a waiting list and stuff like that. So we'll probably want to expand our ore mining so that we get more deliveries more consistently. But in any case, it's fine. Everything here is flowing thusly to load this train, which is then, right now, just feeding the circuit thing. But we're good and happy. Why is the color something important? Is it quality? Oh, the color of the belts? So the belts come in 3 different colors. They're speed. So the yellows are the slowest, reds are medium speed, and blues are very fast. Now, blues take a lot of material to produce, so it doesn't usually make sense to have everything be made out of blue. Having everything being made out of red is pretty reasonable. It's not that much more expensive than the yellows, and it's much, much faster. So I have some blue bits here because we were having a lot of, like, iron plate throughput, and it was important. And then at some point it fades down to the red at some point, I think. I don't know. I did a bunch of bulk replacing because I could, because we had stuff kicking around. I'm going to go and put down these guys over here because we sort of broke some of these logistics lines, and we'll put in some more redundant power going around, and that's going to be okay. So you're complaining about iron ore, but that's because we're not getting enough deliveries. So yeah, we need more iron ore deliveries because a full train load we burn through super fast. So we're going to need more for that at some point. But I think our iron plate situation is fine. So now what we have to worry about is our copper plate situation, because we ain't doing none. So let's go. We're going to clear out a blueprint, and we're going to grab this smelting setup over here. That's with blue lines. You know what? Cancel. Let me copy the one over here with the reds instead. Okay, done. And we'll set up some sort of copper smelting area. It doesn't really matter where they are. Just to save some of our time, we might want to have it near a copper ore pickup. But, you know what? This actually has a lot in it. We've got a big old empty field over here. There's some cliffs there, but otherwise we're actually pretty good. Why don't I just set up my copper smelting over there? In fact, we could not use the train delivery. On the other hand, we might want the copper smelting. I mean, as long as the copper smelting is, you know, ideally in between our copper source and our copper delivery. Like, a lot of the copper deliveries are going to be here or there. It really doesn't matter where we do it. Right now, the train comes out of here. Actually, I'm going to set it up here because this is also flat and we've got a train connection ready to go. Yeah, that's going to be the best place to do it. Smell the enemy is preparing an attack against you. No! Okay, we're definitely running faster. I still have the car in my inventory, right? Yeah, because I'm strong. Oh my god, the like footstep sounds are hilarious. Tap, 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 tap. But, yeah, let's jump in the car. Vroom, vroom. So yeah, we can still upgrade this copper mining to be a lot faster. Wow! We could actually have the iron mining go a little faster and load on both sides over here. Yeah, so right over here is the sort of place I'm looking for. Let's pick up the car. Bro, do you even lift cars? And right over here. So, I have a rail book, right? Just for the T-junctions. Really? Did I never make blueprints for, like, the straight rail sections? I can delete that one. So that one I'll keep. Oh, what is this? That one I can trash that as well. I guess not. I really should. Let's do a good and proper one here. Let's, get rid of this stuff. Boom, you go away. And you go away as well. That's gonna be fine. So get a nice long rail segment. Another nice long rail segment. Okay. And we're gonna get you. So we're gonna make sure that we've got the logistics incorporated into this. Not necessarily circuitry. There we go, and like that. And we gotta wait for some bots to deliver some goods. Although, yeah, what happens, sometimes there's a little bit of confusion between your own construction bots and the jobs. Like, I have the material right here. My construction bots could be finishing this, but because of the order of things, it put in an order, like, through our main construction network to send some dudes over here, so we're sort of waiting for them. That's kind of okay. Let's see. We want rail signals here, and see, this is annoying. I can't, I guess it does let me put a ghost there. It doesn't highlight it.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
But it will let me do that. Okay. Mick again, hey! If you want to run really fast, just make the floor of your entire base out of concrete. Who cares about nature anyway? Well, that's a good point. And I've done that before, and I get, like, the bots to do it for me. It's like, okay, so the bots are going to be busy for 100,000 years now. But that's okay, right? So we're going to start from here and go down to here. Sure. And, oh, if I pick up this blueprint and go into the blueprint book and, there we go, drop you into the rail blueprint. Excellent. Because now we can just continue this line for the future. Just tell it, okay, do a bunch of that. We'll see what we can do. Now, with my T-junction, which I already had in here. Here? Actually, kind of as far up as we can is going to be fine. So what I'll do is I'll build the rail station up here, and I'll build the actual smelting down below. We're going to need 2 rail stations. One to drop off iron ore and one to pick up, or sorry, copper ore and one to pick up copper plates. And what I'm going to do, oops, the deconstruction blueprint, I'm going to say rocks and trees only, so that I can go and do something like that. You die. And hopefully kill a bunch of you. Might not be enough guns to actually clear out that area, but we'll try to do what we can. Oh, I didn't actually incorporate radars into my blueprint here, although I guess that's kind of fine. Let's go and put you here. Good. All right, now they're having to unload trees and stuff. To save some of their travel times, what I could do is put down a couple of storage chests over here. Something like that. Signals are important. I mean, we have signals in the blueprint. Wait, didn't it grab it? I put down signals. Was I too narrow? I might have been. It might not have been picked up in the blueprint. Oh, poop. Oh, well. Okay, break it up in little chunklets. That's going to be fine. All right, bots are busy. And we have a lot of bots. 2,200 logistics and 1,400 construction bots. Okay. It would be helpful to build a slightly larger station with multiple stops. It's like, I'm starting to think, like, maybe I should just grab some pre-existing blueprints, save myself a little bit of effort, but no! But no. So you drive in on the right. So, for a waiting station, because this is where we're going to drop off the ore, so we're going to want to wait on some of the input. I want something that's kind of like this. I'll leave a little gap just to say. There we go. So now we can have 3 trains is going to be plenty for this. I'm fairly confident. Oh, can you not? Right. Yeah, that's dumb. I didn't plan this correctly. Oh well. That's okay. So we can't... Hold on. We can get this thing to work. Can we? No, I guess not. Alright, that's fine. So, yeah, I could have done that better, but there'll be a funky gap here. It works really well if you set things up diagonally. You can fit things in really, really quite tight together for a little waiting area like this. But it's going to be okay. Alright, so we still have 3 little waiting gaps for our train. That's going to be fine. And so from here we need just a regular signal is going to do okay. There we go. And this is going to be leading to our exit over here. Chain signal at the end? Maybe. We'll take a look. It doesn't actually matter in this case. With a chain signal, no one will get in here. while there's no exit. But it doesn't matter, because this is still going to be just a waiting area. Oh my god, these poor little bots are just completely drained of energy. So it's going to be like a weird turnaround. Yeah, I did not design this to be very space efficient. Because of this thing over here. That's okay. Okay. What we're going to need is a logistics station in here to offload some of the responsibility for my own little bots. We're having a real heck of a hard time keeping up with all this demand. There you go. Done, 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 done. Build out a new location, not turn around. Nah, this is fine. And this will just be more waiting space for trains. Because you can have trains wait a lot just by having a long queue. Having the multiple lines like this just makes it a lot easier than snaking a bunch, but that's going to be okay. Oh, these poor bots. Now, the thing is, we don't actually have that much energy. Probably I need fewer batteries and more solar panels for my own personal little setup here. It's almost certainly the case. Look at these guys. Yeah, just no juice whatsoever. I think what I'm going to do for now is I'll actually just turn off my personal roboport. There we go. We'll just rely on our main system to do the bots. Okay, anyway. What we can do, and we never got around to actually making it a book blueprint, but we have a perfectly functional unloading setup over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. Slightly annoying. There we go. That is lined up correctly. And also put in a little requester chest over here. Correctly spaced. Like so. And you are going to request coal. Coal and wood. Whichever we happen to have stored, we will put in a request for it. And then this will load up the train. Get one of you. And apparently we need another roboport somewhere, so this seems like a fine place to do it. Okay, done. What the hell is over here? Oh my god. Oh, they're planning an attack over here. Done. Breaking news. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's favorite sound! Or something. Let's clear this out. You guys don't have any power? Oh, yeah, I guess not. There. There we go. Now, I don't think there's a deconstruction blueprint shortcut for, like, mines that aren't operating anymore, because that would be really handy. All the ones where the stuff underneath them is gone. Oh, actually, it would be really nice to just, like, flag them to be done. There's probably a mod for it. Now, I think the idle mines don't really use any power, but still. Alright, there we go. En masse construction. Very nice. Very nice. So, this stop is copper drop-off smelting. Copper ore. And this train over here is going to go to copper ore pickup 1, copper ore drop-off smelting until empty, and you're going to go there now. So coal is going to be delivered for the trains to refill them. That's going to be great and grand. And then we need to build a bunch of signals here so that we can park. Many trains can be waiting. Whee! Okay. There we go. All right. Done, done, done. Personally, I found Money Longnose to be a better name. Oh, the randomly generated ones? Yeah. The randomly generated station names are kind of awesome, but maybe not the most useful all the time. Won't trains collide at exit? I don't think so, because they'll wait right here. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. And another load of copper comes in. Wonderful. Okay. So our smelter blueprint. Oh, we're gonna need some coal over here too, aren't we? Unless... Should we move to electric smelters so we don't have to deliver coal? I rarely set up electric smelting, but I know other people are a big fan of it, and I think maybe that's exactly what we want to do. I might have multiple copper trains, it's possible. Yeah, move to electric smelters, okay. Let's do it. So, are we producing electric smelters anywhere? I don't know. Do you need them? Do you need them for one of the science recipes? Electric smelters? I feel like you do. But I might be misremembering. Just handcraft like 50. Uh-huh, thanks. Electric furnaces are used in the production of science packs. Yeah, I was pretty sure. So, if we can figure out where that is, we can just feed them into a supplier. Okay, not the military packs. It might be the blue packs over here. Those are engines. Drills. I really fought. What is this? Electric smelters. Yes. Although we don't have any sitting around right now because we're short on red circuits. Because we don't have any copper smelting! Curses! Okay, well, let's get ready for it. You're gonna load things into here. Up to 1 stack. Done. Meanwhile, if we happen to have any red circuits... Oops, no, a blue chest. That I have just dumped from my inventory, and that certainly did happen at some point. Do that. There we go. Red circuits delivered onto here, into there. Yeah, I was going to say there probably is a bunch. Quite a lot, actually. So this is going to start to produce again, which will get soaked into here. Now, not very quickly, not until we get real red circuit production going on again. That being said, there's a ton of red circuits just like lingering around over here. Shrimp. I'm just going to ask my bots to go and unload all these things from me. And then there'll be more in the system for it over here. Okay. So this is now happening. Slowly but surely, we'll get that. And yeah, we're gonna have to work out a power situation because the smelting is gonna take a lot of juice to get going. And yeah, we need fewer batteries and more solar production because we don't have enough juice just to handle our exoskeletons, which is pretty nuts. But we'll revisit that later. Because yeah, I'm not moving quickly anymore. This is very disappointing. I mean, I could probably just run one of these. Well, I mean, it's got some power, so maybe. I don't know. Oh, I didn't actually have enough bullets for all those guns. Whoa! Okay. It would have stopped anyway, but I thought for sure I was gonna die there. Electric smelting and nuclear power, match made in heaven. I like it. And yeah, no fusion. Well, I thought people told me that the portable fusion reactors need nuclear stuff going on now. I don't know. There. Let's research that. Because that'll give us all the power we need. So maybe that's all we need. Although, I think our research is down right now while we don't have our red circuit production happening. Okay. So y'all are doing this. So we need a new blueprint here for our smelters. But it is going to be a little simpler in a regard because we don't have to mix and match our coal. Oh, I never actually picked any of those up. That's okay. We'll just ask for delivery of electric furnaces and keep a full stack on us for now. That's going to be okay. Yeah, 250 blue circuits. So that's it. So you don't need anything else. You just need the blue circuits. Right, we have to finish the research we don't have right now. Never mind. And that's it. You don't need to carry around any uranium. I guess because it's fusion, not fission. Okay, so yeah, I would have done it earlier. Someone in chat last time we played, someone in chat said you needed uranium tech to be going before you could get your personal fusion device going on again. But maybe they were wrong. Not that Twitch chat has ever been wrong ever, but in this one particular situation, maybe something like that happened. Have you read the latest? No. Great news for fluids, really. So you can build massive nuclear reactors. Oh, interesting. Oh, were there nuclear? I don't think there were electric smelters because I thought they'd gotten all consumed. Yeah, see, these are our electric smelters. Oh, hold on. Yeah, some are there. So what I can do is this. I don't remember. The chests, do they grab preferentially close? I think they do. They place far, but they grab preferentially close. There we go. Cheers. So I'm just going to drain this into this chest and then stop that. But then we'll have them. At least in my game, they need nuclear fuel. Not going to Twitch chat for advice, so they say both yes and no. Okay, stop that. Gun. Okay. So there we go. We've got some of these, which is grand. I don't think I've ever actually used, and I've got a lot of hours of Factorio. I don't think I've ever actually used electric smelter. Nah, that can't possibly be true. There's got to be a thing where I got like tons of power and I was setting up some sort of like massive factory of some kind. There's got to be. But I'm not 100% sure. All right, so you're powered. You're just waiting for stuff, which is good and groovy. Let's see here. So we don't need that blueprint anymore. I'm going to grab you, rotate you. Actually, let me go and put this down first. It'll be easier to... So line up that way, and a one gapper, and go. Boom. Oops. Get you in here. Nope. All right, that's all the ones I have on me. Leave 3 spaces for future beacons between columns. Oh, okay. So you mean from here, leave 1, 2, 3, and then there. Like that. That's what you're saying. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Now, I don't know how many furnaces, how many electric smelters can a red belt supply? These ratios have been worked out. They're available somewhere. So I'm counting on someone to maybe try to dig these up. I just don't know how long to make these lines. I mean, worst case scenario, if we make the lines too long, then some of the smelters don't really do anything. If we make them too short, well, then we need more lines to reach maximum efficiency. Neither one of them are game-breaking, but it would be nice to get the ratios somewhat successful. Same as steel until you get modules. So 48, not 48 long. I'm assuming 24 long, but two-sided. I don't think we need underground belt magic anymore, because I think it auto-compresses. 24 on each side, yeah. Okay, good. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Factorio, Factorio, yeah. 10, 12, 14, 16. $18, $20, $22, $24. Quill, you're dork. Goddamn right. I'm proud of it. My bots are mostly busy chopping down all these trees. They're not even getting to bring the resources over. So we're also gonna need power on the inside here. So chuka, 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 chuka. So I believe, I mean, chat can probably correct me, and they'll probably correct themselves 13 times before we settle on the right answer. But I believe belt compression is no longer needed at the end of this, because one of the things is, like, corrected that or something. So we don't have to do anything with undergrounds. But y'all let me know. But yeah, I think we're good there. I'm going to assume here that one of these inputs like this can probably feed both sides of this. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe if we upgrade some bits of it to blue. I know we don't have 100% density here, so maybe not actually. Let's see. Going further and further. We got to down here. Let me keep this going here. I mean, I could do something with a chest or something, but I'm just trying to, like, keep the capacity going. It might be getting all the way to the end, or just barely, right? Yeah. It's getting there. Some of these did stop, so I don't know. One full copper belt of input should produce one full copper belt of output. Yeah, so one full copper belt split in two leads to one full copper belt of combined afterwards. And it's looking okay to me. So, I would say we can now feel relatively comfortable in grabbing this and copying it down. Let's see here. Just line things up this way. That's 2. And then 1, 2. That's 2 gaps, 3 gaps. Boom. That's a 3rd line. 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap. Oops. 4th line. There are some cliffs over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing this. We'll use some undergrounds to bypass some of these cliffs. So we never did set up the explosives. And we'll just accept that there'll be a little less smelting on some of these lines. That's going to be okay. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. This will have to get cleared out. Okay, this is all being reached by construction bots, which is the important part here. These power lines will be redundant for later, but for now it's going to be nice just to power these little stations. Don't forget to make sure you keep power going south. Yeah, we'll rebuild this. Actually, I'll probably go and just redraw the lines now. Something like that. Excellent. Oh, we've got a bunch of critters over there. I have some bullets. But yeah, we're going to have to purge these guys. It's a purge planet, Morty. I've been doing this for ages. First live stream I've caught. Hey, cheers. Just want to say thanks for the Any Others Entertainment. Well, thank you very much, Devil Carrot. These live streams are a heck of a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it if you can hit more of them. It's super worthwhile. We get to have chat argue with itself. So yeah, so there's going to be missing some smelting in a few of these bits. Psh, it's fine. Eventually we'll come back with cliff explosives or some damn thing. I don't know. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. We don't need you at all. Oh yeah, I have to wait for these things to be removed for it to like kind of work. I guess even though this is a lazy bastard achievement run, I guess I could go and manually remove these things. God. Oof. Look at me slaving away like some sort of common construction robot. Terrible. Alright. Because sometimes the blueprints get a little bit weird if you put them on. This is 3, right? An area that's like marked to be deconstructed. It doesn't. I found sometimes it doesn't deconstruct in the order that you think you want. All right, so we still have enough power to supply all of our recharge stations. I mean, there's a little bit of delay in getting some of these going, but everything seems to be groovy. Build more construction bots? Well, not even half of them are actually in use right now, which is crazy. We've got over 700 idle construction bots. Missed the power pole on the second to the bottom. Oh, manually removing this one, maybe? It might be okay. Sometimes it's fine. Hopefully it'll be okay. All these bots are just sitting around having to recharge before they can go back to work. It's because there's too many of them charging. I think only 4 can charge at a time at one of these stations. So yeah, there's like a big queue of robots waiting to recharge here before they can go back to work. Same thing over here. These guys have got belts and everything. And this would be a good time. Maybe I can put in the personal construction roboport again. We'll see what we can do. There you go. It'll help a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't need to be delivered electric furnaces anymore. That was a temporary little thing. I don't actually need that. I consider getting the first copper running before fiddling with the rest. You know, that's a good point. So, I mean, we've got this one running now, which is great and grand. And very important. One thing I'm going to do, just because we might do some funky things with requesters later, I will have a little passive provider chest right over here. Oh, I'm out of blue inserters, which, I mean, I guess is fine, but you know what? I'll just use a stack. It's going to be okay. And you're just going to keep some copper plates in here for request. Oh, we're out of power lines. We're out of a bunch of things. And I get you down. And another one of you, because you're not in a logistics area. There we go. Just in case something decides it needs some copper plates somewhere for some sort of lazy construction job that we set up. Like, just one of these, like, again, where we want... What we want is... Where's my requester? We want to say, please... Oh, yeah, we can't actually build the portable fusion reactor. But we'd click there and then put in the request. And at some point we want the night vision and stuff too, but... We'll hold off. And yeah, my personal world report again is just having so much problem with, like, just electricity right now. I'll just unload it again. And we'll go back to using that later. Okay, so we need a station to load this stuff. This is probably going to want to go further out, because we're going to have a total of 8 lines where... This is the 8th line, say, here. Going that way? Yeah, that's okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, we're fine. I was worried we were going to be too close, but actually we can do that. Right, we don't have electric poles because we don't have copper to produce the electric poles with. That's what's going on here. You just do a quick little insert for these medium poles. Yeah. There we go. So we can get a few more over here to complete this and complete the next train station. Okay. So, run way down here. I don't know. Kill more trees. Because trees are stupid. Nobody likes trees. I mean, then, admittedly, not as bad as aliens. Mostly because trees are fun to grenade. Aliens, surprisingly, not that fun to grenade. Because they're slightly annoying, actually. Did I? Oh. Okay, we'll have to fix that. More bots, more bots, more bots. Okay, stop bots. I got these cliffs over here. Running the rail around here is going to be a little something something, but we'll be okay. Well, actually, let's go and get this sorted now. So, what we need to do... Yeah, you can't make that corner. Okay. I was wondering about that. Did you say Scott bots? No, stop dots. We got some old-timey WoW players who know what we're talking about here. Your Nixia raiding video with the really salty raid leader. There we go. Something like that seems to be okay. Many whelps, handle them. I just like the way the whole stop dots thing sounded. I don't know why. It had a really interesting rhythm. That might not be quite what I want. Hold on. Let's grab our straight line rail blueprint again and put it there, because then I can say from here, shift click to there and get that loaded in. Excellent. There we go. Get you to actually function. You're connected to the grid. You're recharging with electricity, so bots can reach all this. All right, so it's complaining about a lot of missing things, but we're going to be okay eventually once we get copper flowing. But what we do have is we do have enough train stuff for this to get hooked up over here. But yeah, these rail bits These cliff bits are going to make it a little bit annoying. Die. Okay. God, that feels good. Again, the long reach plus auto-loading mod makes that fast. It doesn't actually make it any easier than doing it manually. It just saves you a lot of walking. And it feels so damn good. I think if I line it up here, I am going to be able to extend out that way. So when you're doing this, so if you were to just click, it'll try to place it yourself. If you shift click, it'll put you into this mode. And if you hold shift in this mode, it'll actually go and plow through where trees would be, which makes it very handy for placing things. No, we never did get the cliff explosion set up. There we go. More bots. I don't think that's actually reaching here. Okay. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Straight line rail. There we go. Dun dun dun. And yeah, just to speed things up. I do like to help by placing down the depots. Oh, that's funny. It smashed a rock and then left everything on the ground. Okay, we're good. You're dismantling those things, which is all A-okay. All right. Is there any reason to continue the rail going this way? No, I think this can be considered the entrance to our little station, actually. And be fairly happy with that. So let's go and grab a drop-off, an existing drop-off that ideally unloads on both sides. Oh, no, sorry, a pickup. A pickup. Do we have... Yes, we do. Right over here, we have the blueprint for a station that loads on both sides, which is what we're looking for. Like so. Again, I didn't grab the signals over there, but that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do is somewhere over here, we'll have the actual station. And then from here, what we want is, this is our departure. Boom, like that. And then what we actually want to do over here is something like that. Okay, so there's rail that'll have to be trimmed down. All this over here, but that's okay. So we're not actually short rail or anything like that. That's not what we're missing. A lot of this is going to get fit in and be totally fine. Hold on a sec. Did I leave enough for the actual rail stop? I don't believe I did. So it's going to be a little funny looking, but that's okay. Even funny looking stations need love. Right there. That's where we want this. So this is going to be copper pickup smelter. Done. Train wagons. Do I have any on me? I don't think I do. No. Okay. Deliver 4 onto me, please. Yeah, I know there's like extra little bits of like rails that are sticking out. The problem is clearing some of these little bits here are, I find, very tricky to do in blueprint form without like accidentally deleting more than I want to. What we may have to do is go and steal some of the electrical stuff from up over there as well. We want to rocks and trees only. Get rid of this crap. Please. Wow! Oh, I love seeing that swarm go. Holy cow. Oh, feels so good. Death to trees. Now, we're going to end up with a lot of wood sitting around that we're not really doing anything with. But we do have a lot of storage for that. Okay. So, I'm going to go and steal 2 of those. Put them back in as ghostly blueprints. And I'm going to do this and this. And, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just go and do that. Excellent. So you're loading things in on the other side. We're waiting for the rail delivery. I'm going to plop those down and do some little repairs just so they stack nicer in my inventory. Is there any way to build a deforestation swarm in dwarf forests? Well, I mean, if you just flag everything to be cut down, and you make sure you have enough lumberjacks, it'll happen pretty well. Deliver onto me cargo wagons. It is a... Oh, I'm not actually in a logistic zone. That is part of it. Oh, and I don't have any more stations. I still have a request in here for those things, don't I? Yes, 10. Okay, so I gotta stand in a logistic zone, because none of the bots were trying to deliver things to me, because I wasn't somewhere that you could deliver to. Yes, more minions. I mean, followers to Quill. Hey, some bits! Your feed. Have you tried the CMod block? I've tried it, barely. I found it extremely challenging, because I tried it before I'd ever played any Bobs or Angels. So yeah, I was in a really, really tough situation for that. Just for whatever, we are going to unload that.
Whiskey and chocolate.
I will go and put this back in, just to see. Whiskey and chocolate from Peter! Hey, Peter, thank you very much! Bro, do you even lift train wagons? Well, I'm carrying 3 locomotives right now. Like, you know, it's a rest day. Give me a break. Things are being smashed over here. I mean, we've got a lot of pollution. And yeah, I was sure on the rail world settings. I thought I'd set it up like these things weren't supposed to be respawning, and yet here we are with respawning alien bases. And it's too large of an area for us to, like, you know, wall off or anything like that. Okay, come on! Bots! Bots, 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 bots. We do have rail wagons, right? If I go over here, and I know we don't have any copper. Yeah, here, I'll just use long reach. Is fine. Oh, they did get delivered to me. Oops. Stop. No, stop. Where did I put them? Here. Didn't actually connect it to the train properly. There. Done, done, done. Now, over at the circuit stuff, which is here, yeah, copper drop-off for circuits. It's all wired up. I just didn't have a train going there. I mean, we got to redo the routes, but that's going to be okay. So your job is going to be to go to copper pickup at the smelter until full. And then you're going to go to copper drop-off for circuits until empty. So let's go there now. We'll clean up some of these rail connections and put in some more signals later too, so we can have a queue of things waiting to pick up copper. Oh, it's a console command to nuke the biters. I know. And I probably should. Over here, we're going to put a little requester chest. Now, can I shift click and put... No, that doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. Ask for some wood. Ask for some coal. Yellow's going to be fine. Apparently, I could have saved myself a... Hold on. An electric pole, if I put that in the right place. I should put down the inserter first so I can see the power. Coal and wood. So whatever we have. And over here, they're not unloading properly because of this. And that. I mean, whenever... That was okay. So, to there, to there, to there, to there. You know, normally I get them to be all lined up, but it actually looks kind of cool to follow the diagonal like this. All right. Don't get killed, don't get killed, don't get killed. Move this thing again. So one of the things we can do here is remove all of this and all of this, although some of that's not in a construction zone. All of that, that. We're gonna have red belts for days. So we did use this previously to grab copper from here and bring it in, but no longer needed. So yeah, right over here, there's a gap in the construction thing. There you go. And I'm just gonna make another sort of redundant power line over here. Try to minimize the situations where we get kind of wonked out. Do. There we go. So this station is all ready to accept all that, and our copper smelting station is going to get better and better as well. Now, what I'm going to want to do, I have a bunch of copper on me, and one of the things we still have a pretty chronic shortage of is just these medium electric poles, so I'm going to manually sort of feed some of these copper plates in there. Console commands disable achievements. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. All right. Done. More medium electric poles, which we're going to need. And yeah, so this is still going to sort of stutter in its production as the copper does or doesn't get delivered. Likewise over here. Oh, we don't actually have a radar, so I can't see what's going on while I'm not around. There we go, get a little U, and we'll get, I don't know, radar station right over there. So we need these to finish, and then at some point I need to go and connect up these outputs as well. I don't necessarily have to rush to connect up the outputs yet, though. Oh yeah, and here, oh, the inputs don't even... Right, we're probably going to want to build a 4-lane balancer. Okay, I don't think I need to hang around here, so let me go back down there. Let me whip out the car. Run back down. I mean, once everything is set up, in a sense, we probably won't need an 8x8 balancer. Actually, we don't, strictly speaking, have quite enough room for it, but... no, I guess we could. We could do it a couple of different ways. Where is it? This one here. Oh, no, 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 no. We need some extra room up top to allow for the undergrounds. So we'll just bring it down something like this. We'll do a little jaunt with our lines. Like so. And then for the other side, womp, womp, womp. The music is really nice in this game, though. I actually really like it. It's very zen. Zen science fiction. It's cool. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, that'll get rebuilt. Brings us 6, 7, 8. Like that. Actually, no. Just grab like 4 lines. Because these will actually trim down a lot. Even this doesn't go all the way down to the end. Again, we'll do a little split here. That's gonna go to here. And like that. Check the top copper input belt to the balancer. Thank you. Sorry, chat. Do I have auto trash of this stuff? So I could auto trash that thing. I think we set it to 0, right? So we keep none? Yeah, there we go. Probably auto trash wood as well to 0. That's going to be good. With the copper plates, I may want to turn auto trashing, but for now, what I'm going to do is just do another manual load of these medium poles in here. Now, one thing we don't do, like we're delivering goods to our circuit place, but we're not delivering copper to our primary bus. And the only real reason we have to do that, well, the logistics need some copper to make some cables, and we do a little bit of belt stuff over here. So we are going to need some sort of delivery of copper right there. But I think what we're going to do is we might just... I don't know what we're going to do, actually. It's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we want to get copper plates back to the primary bus. We don't need a lot. We might just be able to like make do with bots, but I'm not entirely convinced of that. I'm out of red belts on my person. Use a couple pickup boxes and use logistic slots. Oh, that's a good point. We have this copper ore drop-off place here, which could become a... Oh, I'm not clicking the stop. Copper drop-off bus. Yes, I like it. Okay, let's work on that. Here's doing this. You're still waiting on some power poles and things. Let me actually... I'm gonna come back. I'm just stealing some belts here. Oh, quite a bit going on, actually. You know what? This thing. Down here. And yeah, we're not going to need all these belts the entire way. Do something like this. Let them go, and we'll clean them up later. But we're going to let them continue to get shipped off to where we are. So we're going to need another train. Oop, down below. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter where I build it. Oh, that's what we didn't do. We didn't have our signals on the other bit. So before I set up a second train that goes back and forth, way down here, let's set up our signaling, and then we can also ride the train up. And that's going to be okay. Rail signal. So we can get a train that waits there. And another one that waits, say, here. So we can have a big, long queue of trains just chilling to pick up some copper plates. And that's going to be fine. Alright, I'm going to tell you, go and drop off to the circuits right now. There we go, done. So your job, and I'm going to get in this train, your job is going to be to go to the copper pickup at the smelter until full. Then go to the copper drop-off for the bus until empty. Alright, and you are going to go over to the drop-off to the bus right now. We're going to ride it there, and then we're going to go and set up our tracks. Whee! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, we'll deal with you in a second. Oh, probably because we're missing some signals to subdivide this up. Excellent. This area here looks like it's all done. I'll clear all this, all that, all that. I may need to just put in some of these big poles again to make sure that's okay. And over here, I had turned off the unloading because it was the wrong stuff, but I don't have any stack inserters, do I? Negatory. I don't have much of anything. I suppose we can use these stack filter inserters for now. There you go. Just to get this going, so we can once again get some copper flowing. And so from here, go down a bit. We'll take a sideways jaunt. And then down to here. And these old poles are probably going to get in our way. Actually, we might be okay. Done. Alright, who's bloop bloop blooping me? No bullets. And these trains are going to do a lot of waiting right now, just because the loading is not going to work out too well. But we have some copper feeding into our system again. Hooray! It's not a ton, but we are once again functional. It's so funny when you run away from bots. Need like infinite bot speed technology. So that they can actually keep up with me. Yeah, I could have run this line in a slightly different area, so we wouldn't have to do quite as many undergrounds. But hey, that's fine. Boom. Whoops. There we go. Oh, I think because I wasn't holding shift on the blueprint, it was putting in more gaps than were strictly required, but that's okay. I don't know if we actually need a big, like, 4x4 belt of copper in the end. But that'll do. Alright, so we got some circuits going on the main bus again. Not a ton of copper. We're still mostly waiting for things. You over here, I'm going to get you gone. So we can get another load for the bus ASAP. Excellent. So waiting for many deliveries. Did that corner slightly off. Which one? This one here? Or the previous one? I mean, the previous one, certainly. This one's okay. Okay, no. I think I did, but now it's fixed. Good. Stack inserters are coming. Slowly but surely, it's happening. So what I'm going to do right over here is I will put in a requester chest, thump, and thump, and you are going to request copper plates, because I've probably unloaded copper plates. And we're going to do something like that. And so if I do something like, hey, get rid of these copper plates, oh, you're putting them somewhere else. So I have another requester for copper plates somewhere else, but that's fine. As long as they're being used somewhere, it's going to be A-okay. Meanwhile, yeah, we're just still waiting for a lot of copper everywhere. Okay, so back down south here, how are we looking? We're still short on tons of things. They're sort of going in semi-randomly. But the copper must flow. Didn't realize there was a gap in the construction bot coverage. Should be okay, though. I probably have, yeah, I've got a roboport over here. I'm going to drop you here and there. And you're currently not connected to electricity, or are you? Oh, I guess you are. Okay. You know what? Still, though, I'm going to go ahead and set up some big cableage over here to cover that. And do that. A gap there and there. Okay, we're now going to be attempting to load 3 of these cars. I'm going to let this load up some more. Oh, the first one's full. Okay, you know what? You can go. Priority is getting a full load of copper up on the bus. We'll let this take some, but not a ton. The goal of the game is to not get run over by a train. And also to build a factory. Login, that's well said. That is really well said. And it really is, you know, the more trains you make, the harder the game gets, really. We might want to put an 8x8 balancer over here. It's actually probably a very good idea. Let me drag you to somewhere like there. And remove this. And delete you. Delete you. We don't need you either. I guess I don't have the 8x8 loaded. Go there. There we go. Go bots. Boom. All right. Just going to wait for the other train to show up again. Because I'm happy with this one leaving whenever. Oh, actually, unloading the train probably isn't working anymore because we didn't have enough stuff. There we go. There you go. You'll empty yourself soon. I don't know if we need to worry about unloading from both sides simultaneously, although we certainly could build that. So, I'm going to say this guy down here, you can probably go to your drop-off for circuits now. And we'll just wait for the bus one to come in. And so we need deliveries over here. Is there anything critical we're missing? No. Like, we're not missing any red belts. So eventually someone's going to come and build all these things, which is going to be A-okay. You're a pain in the ass over here, and I hate you. Oh yeah, we don't have enough bullets for everything. But these are acting as a little bit of a wall. See, this is fine. We'll wait for the radar coverage to kick in. That's going to be A-okay. Come on, bots. There's only 200 bots currently being used. Because there's one bot per spot, and they just have a really long way to go. And depending on what route they end up having to take, there might not be recharging stations all over the place, so they might suddenly find themselves going really slowly somewhere. Here, we can patch up some of the gaps. Like, the logistics network is all connected up, but just having enough charging stations will make life a little easier for our robots. Nearly done? It's getting there. Now, I mean, I have some of this on my person, so I could do some of these bits. I mean, there was already a bot coming to do these things. And there's a chance that I'll just do it wrong. I mean, the whole reason you use blueprints is because they're kind of idiot-proof. There we go. So that's being polished in, polished up. So this is the bus one, which will get fed in from both sides now fairly quickly. Some more of our smelting lines may be ready to go. Not sure that power line connect. It's possible. Sometimes hard to tell at a glance whether they do. Okay. So over here, this will become underground there. and something like that. And I guess you and you. I was gonna say, you can just click on these to get rid of them, can't you? I don't know. We'll do that. Oh, we don't actually have all the inputs plugged in. To get more of these lines going. Now, the thing is, this actually might not be...
It's whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. Enough copper to actually supply everything. Yeah, this thing is in a bad position. And move you over there. It's whiskey and chocolate. Who did buy? Bogo Fluffernutter! Hey, thank you very much! I have a round of whiskey on me, Mr. Quill. Thank you very much. So we're going to keep going in Factorio for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to do about an hour of EU4 with Air Frickin' United, since it turns out the hot fix did actually fix our crashing bug, which is great. And then we're going to play some Dota 2. And the reason I bring it up now is because it's when the Dota 2, when the multiplayer starts, and that's when we get out OE drama something to help me play. You know, because otherwise it'd be unfair. I'm just too good at those games. Shut up. That, you know, otherwise, you know, it would just be unfair if I were not, you know, handicapped in some way. The lies we tell ourselves. The lies I tell you. Die. So, what's missing over here? Is that the map area? Oh, is this just toggle me in and out of map mode? Oh, I keep trying to click on the map to zoom somewhere, and it doesn't do what I think it do. So you're waiting for some guns to be re-reeled. You can make a blueprint with a requester chest that, like, remembers what the requester chest is set for, right? Let me test something. If I were to go and set a blueprint, or sort of like... Okay, hold on. Requester chests... like this. And put in a request for bullets. Bullets would be in the military tab. So if I turn this into a blueprint, does it remember what I set the requester chest to be? Yes, it does. Excellent. Now, this setup will need power. But at least we can make sure we don't, you know, run out of bullets anymore. In these places. Oh. There we go. That one's just a trickle. Oh, yeah. A lot of its stuff isn't set up yet. But this is coming along. Done, done, done. Okay. Yeah, it's weird that it sort of puts things down piecemeal, not like in order that it was placed. But it's working. All right. Oh, so did we get a full unload or full load of this one over here? Yes. Although it actually won't unload everywhere. The rear chest isn't unloading, but now it will. Replace those with non-filter versions as well. And actually, these should be stack inserters over here too, to unload at maximum rate. Boom, done. Yeah, okay. So now we are definitely going to have fully saturated copper outputs. This is going to be backlog. Like we don't actually need this much copper coming in here, but we're happy that we have it. There it comes in there. Finally, we're back. We're going to be back to full capacity. Oh, so good. No, man, lasers. Normally, I only use lasers. We're doing things a bit differently. Normally, I almost only use lasers for clearing stuff. And that's, again, you set up with blueprints, and it's just like, especially with like a personal roboport, and just everything gets murdered. And it's fantastic. But yeah. But we didn't do it. We're using more conventional weaponry. We're going to skip solar panels. We're going to go straight to nuclear and see how that goes. Just to force ourselves to shake things up a bit. Alright, so circuits, and this, and this. So science-wise, so no science is flowing over here because it's missing whatever's supposed to be coming in here. Oh, right, which it's a shortage of red circuits for our speed modules. The red circuits for our bus... We actually are short on... Oh, wire over here, because we're waiting for more copper to come down. You know, we may want to, for the copper to flow down a little faster, like, I sort of set up a bit lazy, which is fine, but I think it's going to be worth... I'm going to upgrade this stuff to blue. Oh, assuming we have the material, which actually I don't know for sure. It looks like we might be okay. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh no, we got, I mean, not infinite blue belts, but we've got some. I hope. Oh, yeah. Oh, the pickup was 204. That's the order to be picked up. Yeah. So we have tons of blue belts just sitting around. All right. I'm just going to try to speed things up. Because the problem is the bots actually have to unload the belts first before they replace it. One of the things in the Friday, what is it? Friday Fun Facts? So basically dub diaries and stuff like that. They've talked about this upgrade tool that I just used, which is a mod. They've talked about incorporating into the base game. And one of the things that'll let them do is use the replace in place kind of behavior to instantly do upgrades without having to clear the belts first, which is going to be a big freaking deal. Wow, I made a bit of a mess. And I can't shift click this stuff because I've kind of got an order in here. I suppose I could put an auto trash in there to dump all but some. There we go. Go, bots, go! Excellent. Just trying to make the copper flow in here just a scooch faster. We got the priority thing as well, so it's going to be fully saturated, and so there should be no real problem of, I say that, getting the copper to go all the way down to the bottom for the red circuits. Yeah, it's going to be fine, now that these are starting to produce and backlog and stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to come down here. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. And I think we had more than enough copper per circuit production here to overkill how much we need for the red. So our red stuff should be flowing once more. And at some point our science will start to go. I don't think I need to do this, but because I think I already set up a requester chest for red somewhere, but just in case there are still red circuits just sitting in storage somewhere dumb, we're going to do one of those like that. So we'll request red circuits to be delivered here so that it can be unloaded onto the belt, and that's going to be good. That's what I like about Factorio. They add features for mods all the time. Yeah, I love it. A lot of things that have now been into the base game started off as some mods. One of the things I think they should steal from a mod is the, like, 16 directional lock on vehicles mod. Like, by not letting you drive the vehicle at literally every angle, it actually makes it a lot easier to drive. Because I don't usually use the cars because it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, I mean, we could back upload, like, upgrade all the copper inputs to blue, but I don't think that makes much sense. I just did this blue part here for just so that these splitters saturate this blue completely. But yeah, you can see the copper is going to be fine. We got a backlog of the copper cables. Yeah, this is now going at full pin. It's still not super fast, but we didn't need... In theory, we don't need a super ton of red circuits over here. But one thing to consider, so now that we've got copper smelting operating more or less better now, still waiting for some of this to finish, but that's going to be okay. Over here in our circuit making, which is waiting for more copper actually, with the reds, we see we never plugged in all the reds because there wasn't any point yet. Oh, you actually got put outside of a logistics area. There you go. So you should get some bullet deliveries now. Alright, and this is a full load of copper for circuits. We might need multiple trains in here to do that. We don't need multiple trains yet because not everything is hooked up yet, but soon. Although you could probably do with that. And this removal. Like this. And we still need to do these bad boys. I guess let's do that now. And then what it means is as the rest of our smelters get finished, we will actually have 100% production on our copper smelters. Now, I don't know what our power situation is like, because we are needing a lot more power to run these smelters. Down a ghost image so that you can delete the extra ones. Get a splitter, do that. Try to draw a straight line, even though it's really hard for me to do. Boom. Okay, so all those inputs are done, all the outputs are done. So again, as things actually get plugged in, I think you are... Oh yes. You need to be tweaked here. The actual ghost image. We'll probably backfill some of these things later on. That's going to be okay. You're really annoying. There you go. Deliver bullets. Yeah! Excellent. So these guys will get bullets fed into them at some point. And keep these guns fully loaded. You're loading faster here. You're the one waiting for the... Oh, the circuit again. Because I think the bus one is actually just sitting here. No, it's not. Although it'll probably spend more time just sitting there. We may need a little delivery chest here for copper and or wood for fueling. We'll deal with that later. Yeah, we need more trains. More trains delivering copper to the circuit feeding over here. Although part of it is now that we are generating a backlog of stuff over here. We've got a trickle of red as well. Not much, because most of these aren't plugged in. That's okay. Nice backlog of the ore over here. Yeah, we can put in beacons later to improve things, but that's coming along nicely. Okay, how's our bus looking? Fully saturated. Nice. A little short on reds. Do actually is like kind of steal some of these reds. And like drop them off over here. Yeah. Oh, that's part of it why we're not getting the science either, because these red circuits are in part being used, like they're getting turned into smelters, which we're actually then using to finish our copper production. But the more copper production we have, the more red we'll have, the better this will come out. And yeah, there's another place where we take red circuits if we've got any sitting around. That's going to be okay. This map, is all the map under Roboport coverage? Mostly, yeah, actually. Even though this is a frickin' rail map, rail world map, which is kind of sort of nuts to do. But yeah. A couple of these sort of self-reloading ports, and then what we'll do is we'll get rid of these guys over here. So we'll use that, that blueprint a little bit more aggressively so that we can reload stuff. Oh, that was where we were going to do the blue circuits, but we're doing them over here? Yeah, over here. Which just need their red circuits to come in some more, which is going to be okay. Although, what we can do right over here, we don't need these lines over here. We drew them too long, which also means we'll get some material out of that. Some more circuits that we can feed into some bits and pieces. Oh, one of the things I can do, I don't think we unload our greens anywhere right now. I mean, I guess our greens are fine. We have, like, ludicrous number of green circuits.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. Oh, from Mick again! Hold on a sec, Mick. Hold on. Right over here, if I put in a, not a provider chest, a requester chest, right there, for green circuits. And do that. Oh. Both power and logistics you don't have. There you go. Any green circuits like this that I had on me that I can just dump. I might want to manually dump the blue circuit somewhere. They might show up over here and then get unloaded. Although they load onto the right. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, who's smashing shit? Die. Thank you. These guys are going to be problems too. So we'll clear you all out. Excellent. I mean, I still have like guns all over the frickin' place from previous clearings. Whoop! Out of fuel. Who is you? Iron plate pickups, iron plate drop-offs, or circuits. So we have some places where trains are not being properly reloaded with coal. Caused a big traffic jam. I guess I can come up over here. That much Roboport coverage, don't your bots take forever to do stuff? Yeah! It's a long way to go for everything. But I don't care. I love the sense of automation. It's great. So right over here we have a station for picking up iron plates, and I think that was the train that had run out of fuel. Oh, because that's a regular chest. That was not a requester chest. So we had loaded it with wood and or coal at some point, but it wasn't getting reloaded regularly. So now we're going to ensure that there's always some fuel here waiting to refill that. So that's going to be swell. These guns here, what we're going to do is eliminate them. And over here, within range of that, we're going to put a self-reloading thing. And another one over there. And one there. See, these could be cleared out as well. And we can put down some self-reloaders. All around here. I guess if the power pole here in the middle... no, it wouldn't have worked. I was going to say with the big one, but no, we can't get all that to work the way we might want. And you're still waiting for copper, which is coming. I mean, the trains, I think, are filling up a little faster than before. And these lines are starting to work, and we're getting more of these to be function. Now, we're in actually pretty good shape. We just, mostly the bottleneck right now is we have to get more electric furnaces to finish, which require more red circuits to reach the electric furnaces, is kind of sort of the situation. I think what we want is speed modules over here. Normally I would put productivity, but you actually have way more than enough input. Let's speed module up these red circuits for our bus, which used to be backed up, but not anymore. We are probably going to want to deliver some red circuits from our actual true red circuit production area to keep this more apace, but for now this is fine. And yeah, almost all of it. You can see it's backed up here, it's backed up here, it's backed up here. All of the red circuits right now. Oh yeah, this is doing this, so some of the robots are going to move some things around. The idea is to just collect a load here for, like, immediate jobs somewhere else. That's backlog, that's backlog. Yeah, all the red circuits are all coming down here to feed speed module production for a science. And also here to feed electric engine, or electric furnace, or smelter, I should say, production for science and also for product production. So it's going to be okay. And mostly it's going to come down to once our smelters are done being built as smelters, then all of it's going to go into science production, and we're going to be good. Yeah, how is my electricity? Really bad! Now, dang. Because I want to go uranium, but we can't quite get there. So yeah, we need, now that we're smelting more intensely, we need more per so that we can keep everything going at 100% rate. So we shall do that. Looks to me like this whole area can be disassembled. Thump. Smash, smash. All right. Let's stop. Pick up the car. All right. Can we extend this out any further? We don't really have the space here, but we could certainly set something up somewhere else. All these things are being produced automatically. Well, actually, as long as I route some water, what I could do, and let me do this. Clear you, grab you. Let me take all this. And put you up over here. There, something like that. Do 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 do. Logistic Trains Network. I think we may have Logistic Train Network enabled, but we're not using it. I don't remember exactly. We've done some great work with it before. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we don't actually need this stuff. Or that stuff. We'll cut down some extra trees just because we can. There's one old burner inserter over there in the blueprint. There you go. Something like this. Now, let's get some pipage going on. I do have some on me. We're going to need, like, 2 input pumps to be able to grab enough. But I think the pipes themselves are going to be, like, sufficient capacity. So we're going to bring you over here. For some reason, I have these pumps on me. I don't know why. And we'll do something like that. There we go. So a bit more juice. I suspect there's a good chance we don't actually have the small electric poles. No, we do. We must have upgraded enough things. There might be a small production line of these small electric poles somewhere, just to keep things supplied for replacements and whatnot. We are waiting for more furnaces and more of the steam engines, but they are being produced. And in fact, we probably are okay on power now. Not quite. We're a little bit shy with this. But we will be fine once this gets decked out, so we're going to be fine for another little while. And maybe until we make the switch. Oh my god, we're starting to get some tech again. It's slow. The great copper movement, though, is going to pay dividends relatively soon. Where's my gun blueprint? Over here. So we're going to get some you, and you, and you, and you. Like that. We're ready to go. There we go. Redundant power lines are good. They're good for you. This might be enough room here for some more too, but we'll leave it be. Copper's having some holes, although it looks like it's mostly filled and backed up now. I think we're going to be fine. Or copper, I mean coal. We do have enough room to like bring more lines here. And I think in terms of actual amounts that we've got kicking around, we've got tons. I think this one refills with copper when it's actually picking up, or coal. God damn it. When it's picking it up, so it's going to be okay. Although we could add some more. I don't know. It looks like we're mostly okay here. I don't think I'm too concerned about our coal situation. There you go. He's going to go and pick up another load. There you go. You're going to wait for some bullets. And yeah, I'm fairly pleased with that. And yeah, now we have enough power, and that's even without all the steam engines being fully loaded. So we're going to be good for now. It is just after 2, so what we're going to do at this point is we are going to switch over to EU4. Air frickin' United! Do you have coal going into a chest for trains? That's a good question, actually. Like, we have a requester chest set up, but off the top of my head, I don't know. I think we have some going into provider chests, but I can't actually guarantee that. So let's go and make sure that is happening. Maybe we'll set up like a double something or other. We'll just make sure that there's plenty going on both. We'll do like a triple stack. Load from both sides. There. We'll guarantee that there's some coal sitting in these chests. I know there's plenty of manual unloaded, and there might be. I suppose what I could do, actually... Well, I was going to say replace these with provider chests, but that would probably be too many. More than we need, and I mean 1 or 2, I can't guarantee that those chests in specific will have the goods. You are being reloaded, eh? Yeah, you're fine. So doing this, maybe I should have done it after the balancer, but yeah, it's going to be fine. This will ensure that there's some coal in our system. Maldives isn't done, but Air was like in such a twilight zone of we don't know if this will work that I'm just too excited about the fact that we can in fact continue Air that I want to do a scooch of Air today. Actually, what we might end up doing with Air, like I'm sure we'll be playing a little, but I think one of the biggest values will be having a live discussion about the state of the game and where we might want to go. Actually, let's do the same thing here. A little bit funny looking. Oh, that's okay. And what we'll just do here is something like that. There you go. That way we have a little bit more throughput potential by having the extra lines and things, and that's going to be okay. We can dump this extra coal. Actually, I need to keep some of it on me for a vehicle. Actually, it is set up that way. Good. So what I could say is auto trash. So if I have more than 50 coal, it'll trash it, but it always guarantee that I have 50. So if I pick up some more, it gets auto trashed and gets cleared out. So I should always have exactly 50 coal on me, which is perfect because it makes sure that my vehicle can keep running. Okay, so let's do a little save. I can keep playing Factorio forever.